I should probably pull myself up, shouldn't I? Here we go. I don't know why I hid myself. I've been streaming for like, what, 3 months-ish now? Yeah, that sounds about right. So it's like, people know what I look like. Anyway, hello! Welcome to my official debut stream. My name, as you might see above my head, is Archie. And we're going to be learning about me today. Well, I guess, without further ado, I should probably get started. Let me pull some stuff up real quick. I think chat is going to go away for just a little bit as I pull up the PowerPoint, because if it's a debut, you gotta go full PowerPoint, right? But yeah, so unfortunately, you're not going to be able to see yourselves chat, but that's okay. I'm more important right now. Like I said, we're going full PowerPoint, and that includes transition slides. Bam. That one's a new one, actually. That was around when I was a youngster. So, who am I? My name is Archie, as I said before. Archie O'Keelday is the full name. I know the last name is a little weird. It looks like O'Chilly Day. It's not O'Chilly Day. Now I'm hungry for chili all of a sudden. But no, it's not Chili Day, it's O'Keelday. But you can also just call me Archie or Archie Bird, because that's apparently what I decided to put down as my handle for different things. It's a fun little nickname, Archie Bird. Rolls off the tongue nicely. My age. Age is whatever the quarter life of a human hummingbird hybrid is. I'm not too sure on the math there. I am a bird after all, so. Speaking of birds, my bird day. My bird day is September 5th. Technically, it's the first Saturday of September, but when I was born, the year I was born, just happened to be on the 5th that year, so. This is my backstory. You be me. I'm just a zoomy little bird, right? As you can see up in the top picture up there, that was just me before this guy, right above my head, this scientist, decided to capture me and brings me back to his lab. And he ended up fusing me with a human, all Full Metal Alchemist style. Except I guess it worked out this time. So yeah, I got fused. And so this is where I'm at right now. And then, I was trying to adjust to this new human body and human mind and everything. And some way down the road, the scientist dies during a different experiment. I guess he was trying to, pull a Jesus and turn water into wine, but didn't work out so well. He instead turned his entire bloodstream into wine, which, he got drunk really quickly, and it was kind of hilarious for a few seconds, and then, the death happened. Get wrecked, Lamel. So, me and a bunch of the other experiments escaped. And I decided, well, crap, I don't want to be human. I'm a bird. I gotta get back to being a bird. So I tried to learn the English language to return to my board form. But after a while, I kind of realized being a human is kind of nice. Not gonna lie. Okay, here's the thing that you gotta understand about hummingbirds, right? Hummingbirds have a ridiculously high metabolism. I'm not kidding. I go through snacks like crazy. And if you've seen my debut announcement video, you know that we visit up to 2,000 flowers in a single day, trying to get that sugar rush. And we kind of live on the edge that way. Us hummingbirds, we're constantly looking for food. We're constantly flying around, burning the energy from said food. And it's a precarious balance that if it's not met, we die. And I figured out, shortly after becoming an escaped human hummingbird hybrid, I found out that human metabolism is a lot slower than that. I can, enjoy food for once. And so I've been doing that. And I guess just kind of lazing the days away. Dang, being a human's kind of nice. I wonder what else it has to offer. And so I've been catching up on more of the language, because that seems kind of fun. And yeah, just basically chilling, hanging out, and just being me. Anyway, we're gonna go on to my likes. I can scooch up a little bit here. So, first off, I do like games. Which games? Yes. Basically any genre of game, I am guaranteed to have at least one favorite. Puzzle games? Tetris. Visual novels? I mean, just a bunch of them, really. But some notable favorites of mine include platformers, action-adventure, RPGs. Here you see a list. I've got Smash Bros. Ultimate, specifically. Breath of the Wild. I am so excited for the sequel. Undertale. Undertale is another very favorite game of mine. I have some very good sentimental memories tied to that game. Celeste also. Oh my god, I played that a couple years ago for the first time, and such an incredible story. Klonoa. Klonoa is another favorite game of mine. Oh my god, it is such an underrated gem. Shantae. Shantae is another underrated gem. Indie classic. It's gained more popularity over the years. Enter the Gungeon. That's a roguelike with a lot of guns and a lot of nerd references. So obviously another favorite. Persona 5. And then Final Fantasy Tactics Advanced 2. Strategy games. I love strategy games. Anime. I'm going to be completely upfront here. I actually have not watched too much anime, weirdly enough. I mean, I have watched it in the past, you know, the staples, Dragon Ball Z, Pokemon, stuff like that, Yu-Gi-Oh! But these are some highlights of some other stuff I've seen. Agretzko. Studio Ghibli, basically a bunch of stuff from that. Probably my top 3 would be Princess Mononoke, Castle in the Sky, and Spirited Away. But I still have like a ton of their stuff that I want to watch, like The Wind Rises, and that's the only one that's coming to mind right now. A Silent Voice, also known as Koi no Katachi, also known as The Shape of Voice, also known as, oh my god, I bawled my eyes out 5 times during this movie. Oh my god, 3 times during and 2 times after. I am not kidding. And then this is more of like a guilty pleasure thing. Is it wrong to try to pick up girls in a dungeon? I'd say yes. I like the cast of characters. Like, I like the takes that they have on different, like, mythological deities. It's really fun. But the harem anime stuff, or I guess more specifically the main character, which you'd think would be the most fleshed out of the bunch. No, just complete blank slate. But I guess it's a harem anime, so what else is new? Anyway, other likes. Music. So a lot of my music tastes, as like, this is kind of a non-statement, but I like a wide variety of music. But 2 camps that it tends to fall into the most for my favorites tend to be alternative and classic rock. Specifically 90s alternative. So you got Gin Blossoms, Matchbox 20, some classic rock would be Fleetwood Mac, the Eagles, miscellaneous stuff. Other likes that I have. Food. Another thing that is like a yes category. I like most foods. But most of them tend to be either sweet or salty or spicy. So chips and queso, definitely up there. As you can see, I like a lot of different, like, fruit. Fruit is my favorite food category, most likely. We've got kiwis, we've got all sorts of berries, plums, pears. Oh my god. Yes, so I think the sweet tooth transferred over for me being a hummingbird, because Jesus, it's just so many. As far as snack foods go, gummy worms, especially sour gummy worms, top tier. Oh my god. But I also like gummy bears. I like different sorts of chocolate, especially mint chocolates. Andes mints, also top tier. This may be another carry away from my hummingbirddom, my origins. Hummingbirds are very defensive when it comes to their food sources. If you've ever seen hummingbirds at a feeder, they like to go after each other because they're like, no, this is my food. And so I'm just kind of putting this warning out here. Do not touch my food, please. I will get very angry, very upset. But if you give me food, I will be your best friend. Oh my god. Thank you. Sully reaches for your snacks. Don't do it. I just told you not to touch my food. You're lucky I just ate before the stream, which means I'm very full right now. I do not need snacks. Other things that I like. Sleep. As a hummingbird, when it comes to sleep, it's spotty at best. Hummingbirds go through a thing called torpor, which is where they reduce their heart rate to about, like 100 beats per minute, which is roughly a tenth of the normal resting heart rate of a hummingbird. They basically go into a near comatose state, and it is not fun. And then, but this is the cute thing, when hummingbirds wake up, in order to get their heart rate back up, they just like shiver really violently. Like they just go brrrr, and it's cute. I'm cute. So yes, sleep is sacred. Sleep is good. Other things I like, basically anything that doesn't require a lot of energy. Again, this may be coming from my hummingbird roots, but I don't like to expend more energy than I have to. I like keeping things calm and collected and, you know, at like my own pace. Anyway, we are going to move on to the next slide. Bam, dislikes. I do not like cooking, especially the prep and the cleaning afterwards, which unfortunately is like 3/4 of all the cooking. The other stuff is just mixing things together and heating it up. Trying to fall asleep, because it is very difficult for me. My brain seems to come up with all sorts of imagination things, different like story ideas, poems ideas, just anything and everything under the sun in the hours where I try to fall asleep. I'll be lying in bed, just trying to catch a snooze, like, oh my god, I gotta go to work in a few hours, let me just catch some break, and then my mind will go like, no, you have to think of like all the, what if this thing, you gotta put this in your story, and you gotta do this, and like, remember that thing that happened back in like first grade? Do you remember that? Are you still embarrassed about it? I'm still embarrassed about it. Rah rah, Rasputin! Yeah, it is bad. Small spaces. I need room to move. I need room to grow. I am a growing young hummingbird boy. So I don't like being like cramped in closed quarters. That was alliteration right there. Slow traffic, especially foot traffic. Oh my freaking god. Being behind that is the worst. Like, if you need to turn, that's fine. But like, if you're on the street, if you're on the sidewalk, and you're walking at like 2 steps a minute, no, I don't have time. I'm gonna be zooming in front of you as soon as I can. As soon as I have an opportunity to pass, I will take it. Please walk faster, people. Is this another thing that humans do that hummingbirds are just acclimated to? Is being fast? I don't know. But yeah. Also, abrupt, loud noises. They're very distracting. They're very unpleasant to my ears. I do not like it. So please don't yell at me. I will get sad. I will cry. Stream plans. I am going to be streaming mostly every Thursday through Saturday at 7 p.m. Pacific time. Most of the streams that I have in mind are going to be games, collabs. I would love to be collabing with people, especially other bird VTubers. And yeah, other than that, other game collabs would be nice. Maybe some tabletop RPGs, especially Dungeons and Dragons. I know there are a lot of VTubers that seem to be into that. Writing advice / group writing sessions. Honestly, this is mostly for myself because, oh my god, I have such a hard time with staying motivated when it comes to my writing, but I know that I have a lot of projects I need to work on. I actually have like 3 or 4 novels that I want to write or like edit and things, and it would be good to get back into that so that I can like actually work on them and get them published. I know there are other people out there who maybe have their own projects they're working on, maybe art related, maybe writing. So having some group sessions where we're all working on it together just being productive, supporting each other, stuff like that, taking snack breaks together. That's the important thing, snack breaks. But yeah, I think that'd be very fun and very productive. As far as goals, for now, I'm not sure exactly how high I should be aiming, but I think a good basis is I want to make 1,000 followers on Twitch. I definitely want to support my fellow VTubers, especially the burbs. And, you know, just make a space for people to relax and have fun. Because, I mean, let's be real, there is a lot of stuff going on in the world right now. And there has been a lot of stuff going on for quite some time. So, I feel like having a chance to get away from that for a little bit and just like decompress, low stress environment, I think that'd be good for people. And that's what I want to provide. So hopefully I can. So now we're gonna get to this part, the tags. Fans, my fans, are going to officially be called Peeps. So you're gonna be my Peeps. It's a very hummingbird sounding sound, don't you agree? Anyway, Twitter. That is my Twitter handle, ArchieBirdVTuber. Art/memes. If you want to post those to Twitter, you can do so with the hashtag Archie. It is ARTCHIE. It's my name, but with a T in the middle. And, of course, I have to give big credits to all the artists who helped me get to where I am today, who helped me live this experience, live this dream. We got my dear mama/papa of artist/rigging, Mahoyoma. She streams on YouTube, I believe. She does a lot of D&D stuff, and she's great. She was amazing to work with, and I'm so happy for what she did. Like, look at that. Just wait a minute. Look at this. Look at this face. Look at these eyes. Look at these eyes. They're so beautiful. I am so beautiful. The logo was made by @MikaLogo on Twitter. You can go follow them. They were also very great to work with, and I am very grateful for what they did. And then we got the overlays, which you maybe got a brief snippet of as well. But yes, the overlays, that is also from Prada Esther, who you can find on Fiverr. They are also fun to work with, and did a really great job. And if I'm not mistaken, that is it. Yay! That was more information about me. Right. I forgot about that just a second. Let me adjust. Get myself small enough to fit on the screen. And then, bam. Here I am. Here are my feet. So yes, these are my shoes. Technically, they're supposed to have white laces on them. I forgot to include that in the concept art. But, you know what? Maybe these are actually just slip-on sneakers, which would be way more fitting, way more in line, in character for me. So, you know, maybe they're just slip-on sneakers. I can definitely see that being a thing. And then we got my pants, which are just pants, I guess. Bam. We got this hoodie pocket. This hoodie pocket is where I keep most of my snacks for very quick access. And also, oh my god, do you see the gradient on these sleeves? I love them. I love the art so much, because it starts out green and then it fades into this like turquoise bluish, and it's very reminiscent of how like hummingbird feathers work, you know? Because like you look at it a certain way in the light, it changes color, it shifts, it becomes more like a metallic color. And I think this encapsulates that very well. What snacks do I have? Right now I have some gummy worms. I had some pretzels earlier. And then we are quickly going to look at my face, the most important part. As you can see, I have my soul patch here. And I've also got these very, like, look at the eyes. Look at the eyes. They're so good. I love them so much. I love the design in them. And they can be also sparkly. If I have a snack that I really enjoy or a moment that I really like, it catches my attention. So good. So good. But if you get me mad, if you touch my snacks, swear in my life, you will suffer the consequences. Hummingbirds have very sharp beaks, you know. They actually have, did you know this? Hummingbirds have actually some like serrated teeth on their beaks. And you'd think, oh, it's to catch little bugs, because they eat bugs sometimes. They have to get protein somehow, right? No. Those beaks, those barbs on the beak, they're not to catch bugs. They are to rip other hummingbirds away from any food sources. They are so violent. They are so unnecessarily violent for such cute little birds. Oh my god. Hummingbirds go crazy. But anyway. And also, we have this. The pièce de résistance, my feather. I know it kind of looks like a leaf, but I assure you it's a feather. It's just very unkempt because they don't make a lot of shampoos that cover both hair and feathers, you know? And so I just default to the human hair shampoo, but guess what? That makes my feather all unkempt like this. My god, they really need to test this stuff on animals more. No, that is a joke. That is sincerely a joke. Do not take me seriously on that.